All right. Thank you so much, and good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, or good wherever it is. Today is Sunday, of course, in Africa, and anywhere you are. I don't know which day you are, but if you are in Australia, maybe it's Monday. If you are in America, maybe it's Sunday morning or afternoon. I don't know which one is that, but that being said, it's good to see you guys, family. Thank you so much for coming to Swahili for Africa, where we dismantle news globally regarding to Black people. As you can see, Black worldwide news. And today I have a news that seems like it's stripped from most of news outlet globally. Uh, so there was news that we were expecting, but we thought that someone is gonna cover these things, but no one did cover it. So for that reason, I definitely want to be sure that I bring this information to you so you may understand what is going on globally. So this news is actually come from Infowars. Infowars, I think most of you guys may know exactly which one I'm talking about. Infowars is a common platform that many of uh, many of white people use to do so many things that like what you can possibly say brand new news platforms. So which means that that is the place where if they don't want to go mainstream, so they just use this kind of news stations. So this is what they are using uh, the in general, you can possibly say like private news platform. So this platform news is called Infowar. Infowar is very common actually. Some people they may say like is white people conservative news channel, but even some used to say it's conspiracy channel. But who care and who knows? Anyways, so there was a gentleman they invited to the news, and I think he seemed like he's black, if you would possibly say by the car, but he identified himself as black Arab or some kind of things or Arab, whoever it is. Who cares? So what? But the what he is does not matter. What is important is what he had to say. So this man, he's claiming that lynching should be back, put in place back. I think you remember last time I talked about how white people they said they want to recolonize Africa. They said they want Africa to be recolonized. I think I did bring couple articles from New York Times, but also from videos like this one rich white man. He said that Africa should be recolonized. So now this young man, he have to say something that I thought most of black people, especially in the United States of America, whether is the pro-black or pro whatever it is, pro integration, whatever you may say. I thought they were gonna come and say no, 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 because again, Infowar is actually among the biggest white people media, social media, is possibly the first one, actually, not the biggest, the first one. And this black man or Arab man, possibly according to how he identified himself, he's talking that we need to bring back uh, we need to bring back lynching. For those, a lot of you guys who do not know what is lynching, lynching is actually when white people will take a black man, put him on cross or put him on tree, and do a party or service to actually kill that individual. I don't know if you guys you get my point. So what was that they will cut pieces, they will buy his bodies, and then they it's pretty much like crucifying black people. It's something that was common in my book, Radicalized Pan-African, which I hope a lot of you guys will be able to see or to buy. I highlight how many lynching had took place in America. So this so-called Arab, he's saying that we should bring back the lynching two black people in America. Remember again, this lynching things it happened in America during during the slavery time and after slavery time as well. Let me put the video, then we're gonna come back and discuss about it.
Going to college, then I got into law enforcement and it made me even more conservative. So that this culture doesn't serve us. And then the other thing too is that like people laugh at black people behind the scenes, man. We just got to call a spade a spade. Like everyone's laughing at you, stupid ass niggas, man. That's the truth. So it's like, you know, in one side they're like, oh yeah, I love black music. Oh yeah, I love rap. But then like behind the scenes, like they don't want to be around you. They make fun of you. They make fun of the culture, sagging your pants, they're spending all this money on Jordans.
Now, are you?
First of all, did you guys hear how he say nigga? You know, this is not a word that people who are not black are allowed to say. So the word nigger is definitely not a word that he can say because he don't have access to that word. The word nigger, it means so much to the people who actually came from the slavery and all those kind of things we talk about. So he cannot say that word in public on white people TV like that. That is no. But yeah, let's continue. Let's continue on.
About, designer.
Are you talking about people? Are you talking
about like if you speak proper English or you want to be successful, or you want to get a good job or not be a criminal or not be an idiot, they call you an Uncle Tom. They call you a coon. So like they don't even respect that success. And you know, the people that do get mad at me for saying this type of stuff, a lot of times they end up being stupid ass niggas anyway. They want to listen to rap music like this is our culture. All right, man, have your stupid monkey ass culture. Like it's embarrassing, and I don't want to be associated with it. And if they want to sit there and
are you guys listening to how he's insulting on people like monkey, whatever it is, and he's calling people monkeys, actually black people, stupid monkey, and niggers, and all of those kind of things. So his language is actually, and look on the other side who he's talking to. He's talking to a white man. So this is no.
Call me a coon. A lot of them don't even consider me black. They'll say, well, you're Arab and African. All right, motherfucker. Like, who cares what you think? Like, at the end of the day, right is right, whether, you know, regardless of skin color, like being a degenerate doesn't help anybody. And it just.
So he said he's Arab African. He's the one who just said that himself. I don't know. I have not searched his background and figured out exactly what is his background, but people call him Arab African. Which I don't really understand anyways. I don't know which countries come from, but obviously seem like this man, he maybe come from some of those close to North African countries, maybe Sudan or somewhere in those areas, or maybe Mali. I don't know. I have no idea. Or it can even be Egypt as well, but he's the one who said that, but the language he's using obviously is very ridiculous and not professional and not like trying to like look down black people in general, especially those who live in America.
Just makes the black community look bad, and they don't realize that everyone is laughing at them behind the scenes. I'm the only person that has the balls to tell them, you know, they call you monkeys behind the scenes, right? You guys know they laugh at you for wearing this stupid ass designer, right? You know they make fun of you for listening to all this hip hop where the Jews are taxing you anyway. Like, you know, do you want to change? Do you want to be smart, run your own business, not be a moron? Do you want to actually like raise your kids and not be a piece of POS? You know, and they get mad at me for saying that.
Well,
the reality is you guys cry about the very racism that you perpetuate the most, and you guys don't like the truth. You don't like someone saying it, and you hate it when someone of your own skin color calls you out on your bullshit. Because I'll tell you this, everyone else is too scared to call out this bullshit, but I will. So to all the FBAs, to all the black people that, you know, say what they got to say about me, that's what I got to say to you.
You guys, you saw that, huh? For the black people, he's give you a middle finger. This is another expression. I think you know what that's supposed to mean. I don't want to say that on my channel, but so this, look what kind of radical people that people are putting on the platforms, the biggest platform for white people. Look what they are sending, which kind of message they are sending with this man. I actually want to continue because later on I'm gonna say my opinion on all of this and why this is the case.
Guys, man, I find it interesting how like Democrats can destroy major cities like Minneapolis, like Los Angeles, like Seattle, defund the police, completely burn it down because some, fentanyl user dies. And, you know, and really rally to get a police officer put in jail who did not get a fair trial. I think we should pardon shove him, but that's all the conversation.
There's places, North City, East St. Louis, you just don't go.
So this one here, we really don't care because Democrats is not a Black people party. It's same thing to Republicans. So we really don't care about whether the Democrats does or they don't. All of them, they have denied reparation for Black people. So we don't care anyways, whether it's burned down or it's not. I don't think any Black person does care that much because obviously it's not our political party. We did not establish either Republican or Democrats. None of them look after the best interests of Black people in general. When Obama was in office, there was more incarceration and the prisons of Black people. After him, when Joe Biden was the same thing, nothing has changed in general. So whether it's Democrats or Republican, I said this before, Black people, we don't care. The only thing we care, we need our reparation for those who are eligible to that. I'm not, because me, I'm an African and I'm in Africa as well. So anyways, let's move on and continue. Let's see what's going on here.
I mean, it's
Dude, all the most dangerous cities: Flint, Michigan, Detroit, St. Louis, LA, parts of New York City. What's the common denominator? It's packed with niggas, man. So look, man, they say all this shit about white flight or whatever.
Look, so this man, he's keep talking about this racial, racist wars that actually is made to look down on Black people, and he definitely do not know what is criminals. He does not know. He don't know what kind of criminals that white people does. Because that's why he's talking. He don't know. He cannot tell us what is the criminal of Zelensky with this much money. How do you call corruption? He cannot tell us the Epstein's Island. That is not Black people, island of raping kids and so on, children trafficking. He cannot tell us all this corruption goes in government and so on. But he's saying that Black people, we are the one who are criminals, which this is the mindset of actually the white supremacists globally. They implement that. They say that in South Africa. They say that in the United States of America, almost in every city where there is Black people dominance, it's always that there is criminals. But I wonder how in the world that Black people can be criminals, but only in South Africa and in the US. Why there is no Black people criminals in Ethiopia or Nigeria or Congo or why it has to be where there is white people around? Because obviously, and in fact, let me put it this way: if Black people are criminals, genetically criminals, so that will definitely mean that all humans are criminals, because remember, every human is descent from Black people. It doesn't matter if you are white or not, or you are Arab, as he's calling himself, or you are Hispanic or Latino, whatever you want to call yourself, or Chinese or Russian. You all came from us. So if we are a criminal, you are a criminal too, by genetically. If you are a dump, you are a dump too, because you came from us. So I just want to bunch that out, because that's one of the reasons why they shoot our people, and they feel like they are doing good to kill our young people, unarmed, or accusing them of being violence or being criminal or being stealing. All of that. You work in the market, someone is watching you like you're going to steal all the time. Why is this the case in America and South Africa only, where is always white supremacist? Why is not this the case in any African country? Imagine, we are living in Chad, in Niger, in Nigeria, in Mali, in Senegal, in Zambia, in Botswana, in Tanzania, in Kenya, in Uganda, in Rwanda. Why is always criminals when there is the presence of white people? Which this man he cannot answer. But I think this man must have come from Libya. Anyways, I'll come to that. Let me continue with the video.
Bro, black flight. I don't want to live around them niggas either. I want to be around white people, posh Hispanics. Yeah, man.
Have you ever? I've never.
Look what kind of self-hate this man is. So he said he's black Arab, and he said he just. Do you remember? I think I would have to play this too. Do you remember how Malcolm X he said that who taught you to hate yourself, to hate the skin of your color, uh, to hate the what is that? To hate your skin of your color, to hate your hair, to hate everything about you. So this guy he's just proving the same point. Like he really don't want to be around black people. He don't want to do that. Why? Because he hate himself. He hate his look. Even though he's acting like he's telling the truth about us black people, but he just hate himself.
Loan on Spirit. Is it really that bad? I've never.
Bro, no, dude. There's been times where I was able to get it and like get it at a great price and like be able to be where I need to be quickly. I refuse. I don't want to be around blacks.
So it's really just. Why don't they just call it like Black Airlines?
Dude, they need to call it.
They would probably do better because aren't they about to go under?
Listen to this rhetoric and this ignorance speech. So this is the Spirit Airline. I think I flew through with this airline maybe around the 2000, possibly 2015 or maybe 2000. A couple of times I have took from Baltimore to, I believe it was Dallas or it was Houston, Texas, something like that. But anyways, so the airline is very cheap. But me, I have no idea. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't think black people owns Spirit Airline. But look how he's looking down the airline and say that he don't want to be around N-words people. But anyways, so you guys, you understand what he's talking about. But the main point is where we're going to. Keep listening.
Out of business?
Yeah, because they're always fighting at the terminals. Watermelon Airlines, man.
It's like they should do.
Can I be honest?
I doubt that you'll hold back.
We need to bring lynching back in some instances.
Oh my.
Did you just hear what this man just said? And this is why I was thinking, how did black media miss this? Either conservative or liberals media, black media, how did you guys miss this? I just don't understand. Like Professor Truth, what is another one? The Black Authority News, Randall Martin, and what is this? The other YouTubers who are African Diaspora News Channel. How did you miss this? Did you hear what he just said? Especially those guys who are in America. Did you hear what he just said? He's like, no, we should bring lynching back. So he's legitimizing, he's proving that black people should be lynched. Let me bring it back again. I think maybe you did not get that. Let me see. Let me play.
Yeah, because they're always fighting at the terminals.
Let's see.
Watermelon Airlines, man.
It's like they should do.
Listen to
this.
Can
I be honest?
Listen.
I doubt that you'll hold back.
We need to bring lynching back in some instances.
Oh my gosh.
Public lynchings. Bro, this is how you deal with these fucking idiots. They denied that woman humanity.
You guys, you hear that? That we need to bring some lynching back. This is how he said. This is what he say. I'm not the one who's saying it. I think I have to play this one more time before I tell you exactly who this person is.
We need to bring lynching back in some instances.
Oh my.
I need to be quickly. I refuse. I don't want to be around blacks.
So it's really just, why don't they just call it like Black Airlines?
Dude, they need to call it.
They would probably do better because aren't they about to go out of business?
Yeah, because they're always fighting at the terminals. Watermelon Airlines, man.
It's like they should do.
Can I be honest?
I doubt that you'll hold back.
We need to bring lynching back in some instances.
Oh my gosh.
Public lynchings.
So you guys, this guy, he say he come from Africa somewhere, Arab. He says he's Arab, African, whoever it is. I don't know. I have no idea even if he's not, even if he's black. But uh, obviously, does this guy really know what lynching means? I doubt. I don't think he really know what lynching was about. I really don't think he does know what is that means. I assume he don't know. I don't think he does know what is that means. I don't think so. And unfortunately, black people did not actually come after this. Black people very miserable to come after this. This is something that someone is trying to prepare you. Is telling white people that, hey, this is a time we should just justify to take black people, put them on a tree, hang them up there, burn them, cut them in pieces, just like lynching. It's just unbelievable to see someone saying something like this, and no one have come after these people, come after this channel. InfoWars, everyone knows who owns it. They should definitely come after this person and ask him, how does he justify lynching black people? How? What is this? Like, really, my concern is not about whether or not what he say. My concern is about the reaction of black people. Black people are the ones who supposed to be able to actually say something about this, because this is unacceptable. No one can call lynching back. No one can say you can bring slavery back. No one should be able to say we should bring apartheid back and get away with it. This is not acceptable. Absolutely not. But these people, they are definitely saying nothing about this man. He live in America. According to what he's saying, you can definitely see that he live in America, and he's sitting there saying that we should bring lynching back. Just justifying lynching back is not acceptable to anybody. Forget about even if he say he's Arab. I don't know, and I don't care. I don't really care. But even if he's Arab, he do not have right to say that we need to bring lynching back. Definitely not. Now, where do I think this men come from? This must be from Libya. Libya is in fact is not only Libya. All the countries, the so-called Arab countries, which are invaders and imposters in North Africa, all the way to Middle East, because they imposted the land of black people. They conquer us, which this is like sorrowed and dismissed and disappeared history, but so-called Arabs, those white people, in fact, if you check the DNA, they are not even Arabs. They came from Middle East. They invaded Africa on the 7th century, 700 years after Common Era, or after Jesus Christ, as the European count. So they definitely came to Africa. They destroyed our pyramids. They destroyed anything, our schools, the University of Timbuktu. They destroyed that. They made mosque. They conquer our people. They cut the hand. They forced them to be Muslim. And now they are doing slavery in Libya today. They are doing slavery in Libya today on black people. If you ever end up in Libya today as black person, know that they're gonna enslave you. This is something that black people need to understand. So these people like this, maybe they come from Libya or somewhere in Egypt or somewhere where they think that what they've been doing to Africans is just fine, so they can go there and implement in the United States of America. So that's why he's promoting lynching. And I know most of my fellow Africans who live on African continent, they do not know what the heck is lynching. Lynching is the act of taking someone and put them on tree, and then crucify them or cut them in pieces, and then kill them like how you kill someone on cross. It possibly does the closest way I can possibly say. So he's calling for that. This is something that black people fought for many, many years and eventually is not completely finished, but is almost finished. And that's when you see the police killing black people. This is they are thinking they are still doing the lynching things. You see what I mean? So he's trying to kind of bringing the same stuff again of lynching to our people. And I obviously it's just it's sad, very, very sad to see someone is calling lynching of people, lynching of people again like that. So anyhow, I hope you guys you see my point. What I'm trying to bring to you guys is that when you start to hear what supremacists paying people to say some crazy radical things like this, you definitely need to start to thinking that possibly these people, these men, these white people, they are actually maybe planning for this kind of things. Okay, maybe they are planning to do some of crazy, stupid things like that. That's possibly the reason why he is advocating for lynching of black people, because I don't understand any reason why someone with arrogant like that, who is not even from America, he don't even know how black people suffered to the extent where they reach where they are today. I know some people may don't understand this because obviously it's not a part of our history in Africa, especially we don't study this at school, and most of us we don't even have Black History Month as other people may have. I mean, black people in America, but black people had to suffer to get to where they are today. So it's not something just come from nowhere. It took a lot of time for black people to be able to reach to where they are and to end this kind of lynching things he's talking about. And he's like very nice. Can I be honest, please? Like he's talking like he owns, like somehow he's saying he's gonna bring something very good points. You can think maybe, oh, this man he must coming to say something very good, but he's talking about bringing lynching to bring lynching back. So obviously my my concern is not that he said that because maybe he was paid to say that. My concern is that how come all our medias have said nothing about this? How did this happen? This is my concern. This is the only thing that like surprising me, that black people, black media said nothing at all. They didn't say any word about this. No one said something. So and why is this? Why did they miss this thing? How did this happen that they don't catch it? I don't know if you guys understand my point. This is what I'm trying to figure out, that how did the black people don't get this? How did they miss this whole thing? But that being said, I think we must definitely come after these people and tell them to stop. Quit to trying to instigate violence. This is instigating violence. This is instigating slavery. This is instigating the death of our people. So we cannot sit down and wait someone talking about bringing the lynching back, and just like it's something that was very good, like something that black people we were able to, like, it was something it was good. No, it was not good at all. It was not, and we definitely must keep fighting and make sure that no one ever dream to do something like that. No one should be able to dream to do something like that again, because it's done, it's finished. People fought for against it, and it has finished. So someone is trying to bring this back. We definitely have to send up every one of us and say this individual, no, this is not going to happen. No one is gonna lynch any black people again, because it's finished. No one is gonna do that. He cannot do that. He cannot do that. Definitely not. So I think that's what I want to cover on this. But also, if you want to know more about our about my book, Radicalized Pan African, definitely you can surely check my book out. Let me see if I can share the link, maybe, or what. Let me see. Maybe I can share the link. No, I'm not gonna share the link. Maybe. No, I'm not gonna share the link. I can just share the picture so you can contact me directly. I think my 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 email must be on it on the screen or some way. If it's not there, maybe I will add that. But you can email me or you can check the number that is downloading on the top of the video. That is the number that you can call anytime on WhatsApp, and you will be able to receive that. But let me share this video one more time so that if you did not get it, you may be able to get that, to see what he's saying, because this man, he's definitely calling for lynching black people.
Idiots. They denied that woman. We need to bring lynching back in some instances.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're always fighting at the terminals. Watermelon Airlines, man. Like they should do. Can I be honest?
Listen to that.
I doubt that you'll hold back.
We need to bring lynching back in some instances.
Oh my gosh.
Public lynchings. Bro, this is how you deal with these fucking idiots. They denied that woman humanity. And she's old. What the fuck? We need to bring back
there was a similar situation. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, man. I mean, like, it's always fun to have conversations with you. You let me go crazy a little bit, so I appreciate that. And yeah, man.
I think you were, you had a little governor.
Yeah, I was just happy I was able to say nigger. That's always fun.
He asked.
I had to ask before. Oh, and then
it isn't forbidden. Terrestrial radio, you can say that. But then they said I couldn't say that. And I said, that's a little racist.
Yeah, they're faggots for that.
I can't say faggot.
Yeah,
not because I'm gay.
Bro, this is so awesome that I can say fag and nigger. Oh, this is awesome.
Actually, they're not true. White people can't actually say that.
Good. But dude, if I see a female pilot or even a black pilot, I get a little nervous.
A black man, I'd be okay. There's plenty of skilled black men out there, like Bubba Wallace.
He's very,
just make sure there's nothing like hanging from.
He's very big racist guy who really want to bring so much racist on this. He's now after white woman pilots, and then he's finished with black people. Now he's coming to woman pilots, and then I don't really know where they get this man from, but. So anyways, this was done on InfoWars. If you don't know, InfoWars is white people social media that I don't know, I cannot call them white supremacists because possibly maybe they are not, I don't know, but it's definitely white people social media that is promoting bringing lynching back, so that is pretty much the media that is he's talking about this on media, that is white media, saying that we should bring lynching back, and that when he see a pilot who is white, no, woman, it doesn't matter which color, or a pilot that is black, he don't want it. He already said that he don't want to be around black people, so that one is understandable. He already said that, but now he's saying that, hey, even pilots, I don't want to see them as women or black person.
The cockpit, like he might get confused. He might feel that it's a racist attack. All right, he might think.
Yeah. Well, hey, man. Oh yeah. If I walked into a plane and I saw that, I'm getting off, man.
You'd be out.
The Shaniquas.
You'd be done.
I'd be
walking.
Cooked, man. I'm not trying to be a Kool-Aid.
Yeah, so that is it for today. I think you guys, you get that. You get my show today was how did this so-called Arab get away with this rhetoric and calling for, lynching black people. Back is just like very crazy, actually. I just I when I found out, I was like, how did this happen? How did black people don't say anything about this? How how this can be? So I just want to remind you that we black people, as Marcos Garvey he said, and Malcolm X as well, we are born on front line. We are on field. We are on war, and you can choose to fight or you may choose not. But if you don't choose to fight, you are defeated before you even, get out from your home. So you should be around all the time. And I think a lot of people do not know that white supremacist is global. And whatever they do in America is what they do in Africa. It may be some little twists in there, but it's the same thing. White supremacy is global. We black people are suffering globally. There is no exception. Whatever happening in Haiti is whatever happening in Senegal, is whatever happening in Botswana or Namibia. Whatever happened to black people in America is whatever happened to black people in France. Is whatever happened to black people in the Middle East. Is whatever happened to black people in India. Is whatever happened to black people in Kenya or Uganda. So we are in this together. That is why I always call black people to stop putting your religion first. Stop putting your ethnic first. Stop putting what so-called countries first. Stop putting your jobs first, or your light or dark skin first. You are black first. And until when you understand that, obviously we will be suffering. So that being said, I hope you guys got the point. But again, you can always find much of information on my book, Radicalized Pan-African, the only one who can save black people of the world. By checking that book, you will have so much information, details how always found ourselves in difficult situations, financially, economically, politically, culturally. Dignity is on the lowest one. We always find ourselves, we have dictators, leaders who sought to be our leaders are dictators. We always found every time something wrong, So why? Is because we definitely do not understand how white supremacist works. It's global problem. They are connected. The ones who control economy of South Africa is the ones who control economy of Haiti, is the ones who control economy of Jamaica, is the ones who control economy of Kenya, is the ones who control economy of every country in Africa. They either through the World Banks, either through the national banks, either through the investment, the gas, so many areas, through the international money funds, or whatever you may count on, or you may think of, the hotels and the telecommunications, the investment, the stock market. They are connected. If you want to follow them, you're gonna follow them, all of them together. But also to follow them, it takes all of us. You understand? So we all have to be awake. We have to say, hey, we're done with this. You cannot imagine to see your grandmom, she don't even have food. You cannot imagine to see your son cannot go to school. Why? Because you don't have money to send your son to school. You cannot imagine you don't even have money to pay for your rent if you have to rent. You cannot imagine you don't even have money to buy a phone, So things that people have easily, but you cannot have them. Why? Because someone is stealing from you indirectly. So I'm working on another book called How Neo-Colonialism is stealing from your pocket. So I want to highlight so people will understand how the neo-colonialism works. I think that this is possibly the program I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this today here. But again, I'm calling you, please. If you you ever have any you want to know more, please check my book out. The book is not available online, so I have to send that to you. But if you want to email me, please check on my email address. It is Swahili for Africa at gmail.com, so you can definitely get that the book so you can read and understand. If you don't want to get the book, definitely you need to come to understand that whether you're gonna fight or you're gonna lose. If you don't want to fight, still you're gonna be a loser. You're gonna lose. It doesn't matter if you want to fight or not. At the end of the day, you are on field. You have either you're gonna choose to fight. If you don't want, you're gonna lose before you go to fight. So that being said, that's it for today. As we always say, Mungu ibariki Africa. God bless Africa. I love you guys. I'll see you on next one. Don't forget to check our YouTube channel and Telegram, TikTok, Instagram, Swahili for Africa. We always bring you new information. That is Iman Yohani Paulo from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Have a nice one. Ciao. Xaber Barak. Mungu wabariki. Adios. Bentigo, mi amigo y señor, señorita, niña y niño d'Africa, mes amis, mes frères d'Afrique, Dieu vous bénisse. On se reverra à notre programme à la prochaine occasion. Au revoir. Kwaheri. Mungu abariki sana. Muwe na wiki njema. Kwaheri.